ye tu dharmyamritamidam yathoktam paryupasate Shraddhana matparamaha Bhaktastetiva me priyaha. They indeed who follow this immortal dharma, as described above, endued with faith, regarding me as their supreme goal, such devotees are extremely dear to me. Bhagavan says, Ativa priyaha. So, this is a very intense shloka. They indeed who follow this immortal dharma, dharmyamritam, idam yatha uktam paryupasate. Just now what I have told you, this dharma. So what is the dharma? Dharma of inculcating these virtues and living up to them. This is the duty of a human being, Bhagavan says. Shraddha mat paramaha. Taking me as the supreme goal, having complete faith. What sort of faith? Faith with understanding. Where there is a good foundation of righteousness along with understanding of the falsehood and the reality, the discrimination between the two. That is called Shraddha. When I have this combination of the two, that will be called as my Shraddha. Mat Paramaha, it will be possible only when I take the Supreme as the supreme goal. That will be possible when I start inculcating these virtues, what Bhagavan has just now told us. Bhagavan says, then that kind of devotee is extremely dear to me. So, the least one can do in this human life is start practicing certain virtues so that little by little we can, come closer to being a devotee at least. And very conveniently and quickly we say, oh, I'm a devotee of Lord Shiva. I'm a devotee of Lord Krishna. Oh, that Venkateshwara. I'm a great devotee of Lord Venkateshwara. Somebody will say, I'm a Siddhi Vinayaka. I'm a great devotee of God. What Siddhi Vinayak Swami wants from me is what Sri Krishna wants from me, is what Sri Rama wants from me, is what Lord Shiva wants from me. It's not a blind religion. It has got so much of meaning. It has got the depth of philosophy. It teaches us discipline and virtues. What more do we need as a human being? We have to practice our dharma. Otherwise, it's complete waste of human life. We must not make a mockery of our religion. We must understand the philosophy behind the different forms of gods and goddesses which have been imagined and presented for our benefit, so that we might become focused on the supreme as a supreme goal and might inculcate such virtues that can make us compatible to the world around us with full understanding. But we just want to claim to be devotees. We just want to worship the way we want to worship. These are not the right things. We have to follow certain scriptural injunctions. We have to listen to the instructions of Bhagavan over here in the Bhagavad Gita, or maybe some other instructions given by other gods and goddesses or gurus or rishis, and we have to live up to those virtues. After all, we are human beings. This is Amrita Dharma, immortal Dharma. That is the law of life. That is the law of life, is that conscious effort. In what direction as a human being am I supposed to put my conscious effort in this creation? It cannot be self-centered and selfish, self-aggrandizing and violent way of behaving with the world. No. It should be humane. To tame this human mind, we need devotion towards the God, devotion towards the Supreme. A very intense and an eye-opener kind of a chapter Sreemad Bhagawad Geeta has given us. The 12th chapter, which is the conclusion of Bhakti Yoga Sadhana, which we began from 7th onwards. So from 7th to the 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga Sadhana. Of course, before that, we must have a proper foundation of Karma Yoga and Dhyana Yoga. And we can understand now that why meditation is so important, that until and unless I follow the steps of meditation, like, what is that? First of all, self-analysis of the quality of the mind, the direction of thoughts, etc. And then to step by step go into meditation. We will not understand whether we are going in the right direction of inculcating virtues or not, whether we are practicing virtues or not. So observation, and then until and unless I am well prepared, the mind is quite quiet and all, reflection won't be possible. All these things are important. Now we understand, even on the path of devotion, how much meditation is important. And my worship will be of different kind when my mind is quiet and my intellect is also cooperating to think about the Supreme. Otherwise, the intellect is too inquisitive about the worldly things only. It has to come to the track by practice. We have to guide the intellect so that it can think about the higher, the divine. Otherwise, it's occupied in the lower only all the time, the objective thoughts only.